Okay, so I'm ready to keep going. So adding some more black paint to my brush. And now I will do the outline of the mouth and all the details that I added to that. So first I'm going around the entire shape. Then I'll go back in and I'll draw with my paintbrush showing the details I did to the teeth here. All right, at this point you can think a little bit more about color when you're filling in your shapes. So on my Larry Loudmouth here, I'm going to fill in the shape inside the eye. And if you notice, I left like a little bit of white showing just to make it sort of seem like it's shiny and give it a little bit more detail. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So the inside of the mouth, to show that that is its own shape, I could make it dark in there. I think to add some interest and some color, I'm gonna use some red. So I'm going in and I'm going to fill in the inside of the shape with red paint. I'm going to be careful because this is water-based paint that I'm using. You might be using water-based markers or something else to fill in color on yours. If I brush over the black with the red, because I would be wetting the black paint again, that could actually mix it into my color. So you notice he keeps his colors pretty blocked out, pretty separate from each other. Then I want to choose a color that I would use for the actual square. So again, the same idea is going to apply to the blue and the black paint. I want the blue to show as a separate color, so I don't want it to mix with the black paint. So I'm going to be careful about letting it touch. These streaks I want to get rid of. The way that Greg Mike uses spray paint, he sort of fills in solid color. Sometimes he'll go back and accent with shadows and highlights. But in this case, for his trademark Larry Loudmouth figure, usually he's blocking in with one color. Started to mix that black in there, so I'm going to pull that down. If I need my blue to be darker, of course, add more paint. If I want it to be lighter, of course, add more water. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry. And then later, I will trim around the edges here. For me, probably I could go ahead and do that. I started that outline first, so that's probably one of the parts of my painting that's already had time to dry. Smoothing this out a little bit more, making that color all look the same shade of blue. All right, so once I cut this out, I'm all done. When you guys are finished with yours, remember to upload it to your assignment. What you'll do is where you look, you'll see submit assignment on the assignment page where the videos are. You'll take a picture so that this becomes a file, and then you will upload that file to turn in your work. All right, so I think I'm going to do a little bit more color inside the eyelids here, and then I'll be ready to cut it out.